In today's generation of students, coffee is considered to be one of the most important factors of a student's life. One scientific study done by Kochinki and Lux, two researchers who looked into the effects of caffeine on the left hemisphere of the brain, found that 200 milligrams of coffee improves problem-solving skills and memory. It also helps the brain identify certain phrases or words faster. It has become their routine to drink coffee, most especially during exams where lots of tests and projects are given to students in a short period of time. Thus, having coffee can lighten up the mood of students and gives a cozy and warm feeling, making students relax. It also has come to a point that drinking coffee makes students pay attention in class and has inspired them getting assignments done. Studying in a coffee shop also has advantages. One of these advantages is the ambience that makes students concentrate more. Additionally, students have also shown that environments like these can help boost creativity. Students go to coffee shops to study, and this kind of environment motivates them to stay focused since everyone else is doing the same.
Having a student's cafe within campus will reduce students' travel time. It will be easier for students, it would be more accessible, and lessen the hassle of going outside the campus and use students' time. However, there are things to be considered when having a coffee shop. First is the location must be easily accessible to all students. Next is the design. It should be well thought of. The design will include the maximization of space and colors that would make the students feel relaxed and focused. The final aspect, one must consider the prices of the products, drinks, and foods must be affordable and student-friendly because some of the students are budgeting their allowance to feed it for a week. These factors must be considered in project. In addition, research must be done to answer several questions.
Students of Silliman University have limited areas to study and do their assigned projects. Some may study in their homes, the library, or in their own dormitories, but there are a lot of distractions. Additionally, the library doesn't allow food outside the canteen room. Most of the time, we lose concentration and motivation when in hunger. By establishing a student cafe, students may be able to do their projects and study effectively, plus the cafe sells snacks and drinks to keep their stomach satisfied. This cafe has a number of benefits. First, it is a quiet place. Second, the place will make them feel comfortable and motivated. Third, while doing school stuffs, they can eat and drink a cup of tea that will let them stay awake and focus on their concerns. Students can also work as a part-time of the cafe and of course have a salary. This could add to their resume when applying to future jobs. Additionally, the project will also greatly benefit the company who will invest in the cafe. Once the cafe starts earning money, the company would also have their own percentage from the income and benefit from their business.
The goal of the student cafe is to create an environment where the students are free to study and do projects efficiently without distractions, while providing them with food and beverages to help them concentrate on their works. The project would like to answer the following questions. First, why is there a need for a student cafe inside the Silliman University campus? Second, what are the components of the Silliman University Student Cafe? Third, what are the policies and regulations in order to have an organized cafe? Fourth, where will the budget be taken from in order to run a cafe? And fifth, who will qualify to work in the cafe? For the cafe to be easily accessible by all students of Silliman University, it will be placed between the Barry Thompson Hall and the Mary Marcus Smith Hall. Considered ideal since it is far away from traffic that would distract visually and audibly, and it is located near the center of the main campus.
This project will cover the filing of permits to the opening of the cafe. First, the project starters would have to ask permission from the principal to build a 2-story cafe. Once the permission is given, the project starters will start securing permits and team up with buildings and grounds. To start the construction of the cafe, after the partnership is made, the project starters will order the materials needed and the buildings and grounds will start the construction. Once the construction is finished, the project starters will receive the funds from the project investor and use the funds to purchase equipment for the cafe. While decorating and renovating is being done, a few members of the project starters will start interviewing students who are willing to work for the cafe and start screening and hiring them. A total of 6 students will be hired. Once renovation and hiring is complete, the students will open and start its operation. Project will start at March 5, 2020 and will end at December 20, 2021.
For benefits and anticipated output, the student cafe within Silliman University will benefit a lot, especially students who wanted to work part-time and students who wanted to study effectively, because the student cafe gives a wonderful and relaxing environment. Also, the investor will benefit the student cafe as they receive 40% of the income earned by the cafe. At the end of the project,
There will be a two-story student cafe located between William Barry Thompson Hall and Mary Marquise Smith Hall. The student cafe will hold a capacity of 50 students, 25 on the first floor and 25 on the second floor, to ensure that the noise will be minimized. The cafe will also include a policy to help minimize the noise. The cafe will also provide several beverages and snacks. The student cafe will also provide Wi-Fi and calming music.
Project sustainability. The Silliman University Student Cafe will be stabilized by income earned. This ensures that as long as the cafe earns income, it will continue running. Since the manager of the cafe is assigned by the investor, hiring or selecting another student to serve as the manager will not be a concern. This project is expected to run for 5 years and more with a signed agreement between the investor and the project starters.
Construction costs will be 2 million pesos. The kitchen or bar equipment will cost 500,000 pesos. Tables and chairs will be 300,000 pesos. The signage and marketing costs will be 50,000 pesos for 6 months. EOS, office, electronics, security, and music will be 500,000 pesos. License and permit will cost 50,000 pesos. Insurance will be 100,000 pesos per person for 1 year. Small wares will cost 100,000 pesos. Pre-opening hiring or training with a maximum manpower of 6 persons will cost 10,000 pesos. For the initial operating capital will be 1 million. With a total of 4,560,000 pesos, IOC are excluded. The support for the student cafe will come from an investor from the Starbucks company. The project starters will form a partnership with the investor to proceed with the project. The investor recovered all the expenses. In exchange, the investor will get 40% of the total amount income of the student cafe.